days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.
I didn't want to watch it, but then I got sucked in. Clipped on Hulu.
Yes.
They had me at Lawrence Fishburne playing Doc Rivers. The only problem with this is the casting, right? Because I
It's
love me some.
hilarious.
Oh
The
my
casting
God, I love
is
it.
hilarious.
Come on, the guy that's playing Chris Paul, who's on P Valley, by the way. The cast is just wild. You got Al Bundy as Donald Sterling, and I love Al. No matter what he plays in, Ed O'Neill, I love him. So you got me loving Donald Sterling because of the casting. But it follows the Clippers and Donald Sterling, who had to give up his team because he was a racist, and V. Stiviano, the one with the big visor, all of the backstories. I'm here for it. And it made me look up, like, where is she now? You know, it's like, what happened to Shelley? Yeah. Oh my goodness, Donald Sterling's still living. Oh my God, you know, but it's crazy.
So I'm on it heavy. And once you get over, it's like some of those other series. Like once you get over the casting, once you dive in, it reminds me of Winning Time in the pacing. I like the pacing. So the Doc Rivers, right? Lawrence Fishburne. I didn't see it, but he nails the voice, which helps the visual. But then there are some that you'll see and you'll be like completely laughable, like Blake Griffin. Stop it. Stop it.
Even the Chris Paul, like, that don't look like Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Have him sitting down because he's the same height as everybody else all the time. So, but it's a good story. I mean, it's funny to know if it played out that way is interesting. So I'm only 2 in, but I enjoy it.
It's only 2 out.
I mean,
oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, you out. You kind of. I feel like Lawrence Fishburne could have gave us a little bit more of the Doc voice. I want him to do it all the time. I feel like he picks his spot. Like he gave a speech to the team, and he was doing it. And I said, "That's it. That's the voice." And then he was sitting down in a car one time. I was like, "Oh man, you got to do it all the time."
It's probably hard.
Yeah. I was gonna say you want him to have laryngitis.
If you want to get that Emmy, I'm trying to help this man get this Emmy.
Laryngitis. I like it. I like it.
And then the other thing I was gonna say too is the pacing is fast.
Yeah, super fast. Yeah.
I really thought they were gonna spend more time building up to they like start off with like this the schedule. Everything. There you go.
Yeah.
Bam.
I mean, even when I looked up, you know, what happened where the wife sued V, that was all in the first episode.
Yeah,
sued her, accusing. Yeah, sued her, but that actually happened. I didn't know he had bought her not just a Ferrari, 2 Bentleys, a Range Rover, and the $1.8 million duplex. And they try to make her very sympathetic too. At the same time, everybody's sympathetic.
Well,
I was like,
she's like the only one that they're really developing the character that you're giving you a study on. It's really her. Yeah. So
and the fact that they didn't even show that she was like, you know, breaking them off in that first episode. Because I was like, how you get all this if you just massaging feet? That's it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said they got slick with that. I said, oh, because he eyes went back. Oh, that feels good.
Yeah.
And then they hands down. I said they are trolling us. So even that, I like that. I feel like we're in on the joke. There's a joke being played on us as well.
Right.
But this is really good, you know, television and NBA season that we're in, the finals. It's a nice break from reality, but also it is reality. And I wonder, you know, I think about this now. Had she just not been too greedy, you know, none of this would have come out with Donald Sterling. Because the wife was like, you playing in my face with this woman? Oh, lawsuit. Like that's what really broke. Like if that never happened, and then because she got sued, she was like, oh, I'm gonna get my money one way or the other. Let me drop this off at TNT. So it was that domino effect. Had they just left her alone, you know, and she wasn't so greedy, maybe we wouldn't have known that Donald Sterling was a racist.
What's crazy is we knew he was a racist. Like, it was public record that this man was a slumlord and said racist things about his players and his tenants, and that just didn't matter enough to the NBA or to the media at large until he said the most unforgivable thing I've ever heard a white man say, which is, "You don't be hanging out with Magic Johnson."
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I don't know why, but that we immediately all knew if you don't like Magic, you don't like no black people.
It was one point where I almost checked out where V was with her friend at their game.
Yeah.
And they were ogling over Magic. And I was like, that's not necessarily realistic. I don't believe
in
that.
2020. But you know what though? If she was messing with Sterling, then I'm sure Magic was looking pretty damn good.
Child.
You know, it's all relative after what they was at with what they was after. Plus, you know, Magic got one name. I'm sure she was like, I'd rather be messing with that.
Yeesh.
There was a scene because Aunt Lydia
I trust Doc Rivers more than
yes. The Dr.
Rivers
Phil and Dr. Oz. There was a scene because Aunt Lydia from Handmaid's Tale is one of Donald Sterling's wife's friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're at this party and all of the, the what do you call them? Groupies, the thoughts, the hoochie mamas. That's what, all these old school terms. The groupies are there, right? And then there's the ladies that are married to the men, and it's that white party where they're looking at them like, oh, they just come in, they don't have to work. They don't have to do all the things. I helped build this. We did this. We did that. And all of this. And all they have to come in is just be sexy. And they get everything. He gave her a Ferrari.
My days are cooler. Nights are warmer. And I put the blame on you. Time moves slow. But my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you. Right at you. You give me something to believe in. Just what I need.